to get Cristiano, who was only 10 years old. At Nacional, Cristiano had his first taste of a real football academy, and the coaches at Nacional were worried because of Cristiano's undernourishment that may slow down his development, and asked his mother to supply his diet with plenty of fish and meat. But in all cases, the talent was there, and whereas a typical kid at his age would train for 2 hours a day, Cristiano used to train with the ball between 10 to 12 hours daily because he had no school, homework, and no house chores to worry about. And within a couple of years, Cristiano became too big for the island. His next step was a matter of time. Cristiano's godfather played a big role again, as he mentioned Ronaldo's name to João de Freitas, who was the president of the Sporting fan club in Madeira. De Freitas had good connections with Sporting Lisbon personnel, mainly Aurelio Pereira, who was the lead scout. He was responsible for bringing talents like Futre, Figo, Quaresma, Nani, and Moutinho to Sporting. At that time, the process of scouting was very simple and based on intuition. That's why Pereira gave Cristiano the chance to trial for a week at Sporting's academy. Nacional had a debt to settle with Sporting Lisbon related to an old transfer, which amounted to 25,000 euros, and they were struggling to pay it. So they thought of offering Cristiano in an attempt to cover this debt. Obviously, the price was pretty high to bring in a 12-year-old academy player, but Pereira managed to convince the board, as Cristiano flew out of Madeira for the first time in his life and landed in Lisbon alone. What caught the Sporting coaches' eyes, and in particular Aurelio, was Cristiano's personality. There was no doubt about the talent, but the coaches thought his personality attributes were eye-opening. After the trial, Aurelio agreed on Cristiano's permanent stay in the summer of '97, as he officially became part of Sporting's academy. Cristiano faced huge difficulties in Sporting's academy. The accent in the capital was very different than in Madeira, and there was no age group that fits Cristiano's age, so he had to join an age group older than him by 2 whole years. And he basically lived far away from his family for a long period. It was easy for Cristiano to give in and go back to Madeira, and he was close to doing just that, especially in the beginning of his period. But he stayed in the capital Lisbon to achieve his dreams. And despite his huge focus in training and his competitive spirit, Cristiano faced many issues off the field, and especially in his academic studies, which were mandatory for each academy player. And Cristiano faced another issue, as it was discovered that he had a racing heart and had to go under the knife and do surgery in the year 2000. He took some time off and came back to training 3 months later. At Sporting, the coaches tried to make Cristiano understand that the ball was not his. He had to transform from an individual to a team player. And as time had passed, Cristiano developed a lot, as Sporting rewarded him with his first professional contract in April of 2001, and with the help of the most famous Portuguese agent at that time, José Veiga. The contract was for 4 years and with a monthly salary of 2,000 euros. Ronaldo, at 16 years of age, had a release clause that amounted to a hefty 20 million euros. In the beginning of the 2001-2002 season, Cristiano was financially capable of getting his mother to move to Lisbon, and as his family was closer, Cristiano managed to get ever so close to first-team football at Sporting, as he was called up to train with the first team by the Romanian manager Laszlo Bologna. After several training sessions, Bologna wrote up a report on Ronaldo. The negatives: weak aerial ability, uses weak technique, defensively weak, physically weak, doesn't have tactical awareness as an individual nor as a team player, very selfish, and lacks